Our last group to talk about are vascular seed plants. And all seed plants have stems that provide support to the plant so that they can hold up their leaves for photosynthesis, because we know how important photosynthesis is to plants. They make their own food so that the plant can grow tall and strong and flower and fruit and all of the good stuff. They stem also carries substances from the roots to the leaves, so like the water that is needed, the nutrients that is needed. They all have roots to anchor the plant into the ground. These roots absorb water and nutrients from the ground, and in order for the plant to survive over long winters, the roots can even store food or sugar. Something interesting and unique about vascular seed plants is that they have leaves, and their leaves are going to capture energy from the sun to make food through the process of photosynthesis. But the unique part of their leaves are these things called stomata, and that's what's pictured at the top of the screen. The stomata are these pores in the leaf that are going to open and close in order to control how much carbon dioxide goes into the plant in order to do photosynthesis, and they allow the oxygen to exit the plant after photosynthesis. And so that's why it's this little hole on the leaf that has an opening and closing, like there's an open part, and then the plant is able to close that hole when needed. Here is a video of a stomata from a plant leaf under a microscope. And you can do this with any plant as long as you have a microscope. You take a thin section of the leaf, like a very, very thin section. You can see all of the cell walls. That's why it's blocked off and blocky. On the top left, you can see the stomata, so the regular leaf cell. And the stomata is this green opening right here. So let's press play and see what happens. So the point of this video is that this stomata is closing. So right now the leaf is allowing oxygen out of the cell and carbon dioxide into the plant. And you can see it ever slowly closing. So it continues to close and close until the oxygen and carbon dioxide can no longer get in and out of the cell. Wherever they are, they stay. So now our stomata is closed and there is no movement. That's how these stomatas work, and then later it's going to open and open and open and allow exchange whenever it needs to. All right. Now let's talk about which one of these is a leaf. If you would please pause your video and in your which is a leaf section, draw an example of these two leaves. So pause the video and press play when you're ready and you have both leaves drawn. All right, so by now you have both leaves drawn, and I want to talk about something that's super important, because one of these is a leaf and one of them is not. Spoiler alert, it's the bottom one that's not a leaf, and it's because it doesn't have any of those xylem and phloem tubes that are allowing water to go from the roots to the leaf and allowing the sugar made in the leaf to travel throughout the rest of the plant. All of the leaves must have veins. So yes, I know it's a minute detail. I know it seems picky, but if you are going to draw a leaf and you are going to tell me it's a leaf, at least give me one xylem and phloem vein that this water and sugar can travel through, because otherwise it's just a leaf shape, not a leaf. All right, so we're going to stop here with our vascular seed plant overview, and next time we'll continue with our two different types of vascular seed plants called gymnosperms and angiosperms.